back into another episode of NA Now. Brandon Hofstra joined here with Philadelphia Rebels head coach Justin Hale. Justin, thanks for taking some time to do this. First off, entering your third season as head coach of the Rebels, what's been your favorite part so far?
I think the favorite part is probably just the day-to-day interaction and the day-to-day experiences that you get at this level. Every day is a new day. Every day sometimes has different challenges or different opportunities, but ultimately it's kind of interaction and getting to know the players every single day.
Kind of keeps you young with all those guys running around the building, I'm sure, right?
Absolutely.
You and your staff obviously have been probably a quick off season for most of us. What have you guys dialed in during the off season to build this roster, whether that be the NAHL draft, the tender systems, et cetera, maybe some returners as well?
I think in the off season we really focused on, taking a deep dive into where our successes were last year as a team, as an organization, and where maybe some of our shortcomings or places that we wanted to grow or improve. And that was through looking at statistics, I was watching video,
Mhm.
uh, and then leading into kind of the tender process and the draft process, we were able to address, we feel, areas that are going to help bolster our front end with some of our offensive punch and some scoring, hopefully, as well as some young, exciting young players that can kind of grow and learn what juniors is about and hopefully help us as the year continues to go on. So I think we kind of melded together, hopefully the right puzzle pieces, and we'll find out soon enough here as camp gets going.
Right. Nine players last season made NCAA commitments with the Rebels. Talk about just how awesome of a feeling that is for these players. And you'd been there yourself personally as well, from juniors to making that commitment. So it's got to be cool from a coaching side too.
It's really cool, being able to really witness or be on the phone, with these guys as they're kind of achieving their lifelong goal. You understand, like as you mentioned, I was there as a player. You understand all of the commitment and the time that goes into that whole journey and the process of junior hockey. And so when these guys, again, seeing them, how they interact with their teammates, the work they do in the gym, the extra video with us as coaches, and then it translating onto the ice and them getting the recognition with the college commitment, it really makes it a worthwhile and such a fulfilling feeling as a coach.
Yeah. The East Division continues to grow as we welcome in the Elmira Aviators this season, but expectations will be higher, competition will be higher. What are you looking for this season, and what's it gonna take to get over the hump and make it to the postseason?
I would say the last 2 years, we've tried to really organically build our roster and construct things. Looking at, our makeup of those two teams, we were the youngest team in the league both years.
Right.
And so I think now we have gotten our players in the building. We've gotten the right people in the room, which is a big part of the battle. But I think now our young players are continuing to mature and grow their games that they can, make big impacts for us here along with our additions that we've made. So I think it is about taking the next step. It is, you know, taking, pride in where we've come, but also understanding that there has to be more urgency this year to make that playoff push. This last year we tied for the last playoff spot and lost on a tiebreaker. So I think benefited our group though too because they understood kind of what that playoff push and that playoff race is about and experienced it. And so now, we should have a lot of confidence that we can be right there this upcoming year.
Yeah. Justin, you've been around the NAHL for some time now. The league celebrates its 50th anniversary year this upcoming season. What comes to mind when you think of 50 years of the NAHL, whether it be historic coaches or moments or even players or friends?
I think it goes back to, the NA's model of just development.
Mm,
I think it is such a great development league, and we see it on all fronts. We talk about all the players year in year out that are NHL draft picks or are getting Division I commitments, Division III commitments. but also, as you mentioned, it's about coaches, it's about broadcasters, it's about
Mhm.
equipment managers. And so just 50 years worth of people putting their blood, sweat, and tears into caring for what the NA is and what it's about, and developing people and the players. And now you see, the NHL, college hockey, everywhere is littered with, people that have roots in the North American Hockey League.
Right. The season kicks off officially next month, believe that or not. How stoked are you for the season to get going?
I'm really excited. As I mentioned, it's been a lot of planning and kind of, we had our tryout camp and things like that. And now that we're a couple weeks away, now I'm chomping at the bit to just let's get up, let's hurry up and let's get going.
Yeah, showcase is always a great time too to catch up with maybe old players, friends, familiar faces. Anything particular you're looking forward to at the Greatest Show on Ice?
I think you said it. I think the colleges that are there, the pro scouts that are there are people that, either I've worked with or crossed paths with or gotten to know within this industry. So it's always awesome to spend some time and have some of those conversations with those guys. I also think it's a great chance for our players, because there are so many eyes on them performing. And so it kind of, again, it kicks everything off, and you're thrown right into the deep end, and ready or not, here we go.
Right on. Well, we are excited as well for the season to start and excited to see you out there in Blaine, Minnesota. Thanks again for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate all you guys' efforts and everything you guys do to help us too.
Appreciate it.